Guys, so I just thought I would update you on 1 week of healing since the thread was removed. So, as I mentioned in the last video, the string was cauterized out. So sometimes in Chara Sutra it falls out, and sometimes the last little bit is cut out. So that's what happened for me. And the healing has happened really quite fast. So at first it was like bleeding a little bit, and you could see where it had been cauterized, and it was a little bit deeper than it is now and overall bigger. So at this point, the wound is quite shallow. I mean, it was already shallow, but now it's even more shallow, and the length of it has gotten smaller. So maybe from 1.5 centimeters to more like 1 centimeter, which doesn't seem like that much of a difference, but it's also become less deep, and it's no longer bleeding at all. The deepest part of it is the part right next to the anus. So the wound is like right there, right beside, which of course makes sense because that's where the string was, right? So that's the location of it, and then that's the deepest part, is the part is closest there, and that's maybe 1/4 centimeter or so. And as far as discharge goes, basically there's some white or clear discharge, kind of can be either. So yeah, usually there's some white discharge, but not very much of it, quite little of it. And that's all I've really noticed, and I'm pretty sure that's just kind of the wound weeping as it heals. So it doesn't seem to be anything wrong with that. Yesterday, I went on Friday evening instead of Saturday morning for my 1 week checkup, and the doctor kind of did a check to make sure it was closed by pressing like quite hard on the area. I think he was checking to see if any discharge would come out, like if there were any holes. So he did that check to make sure that the fistula was really gone, and he said that it was, thank God. And he told me that he trusts that check more than he trusts like an ultrasound or anything. Like, anyways, so there's no second ultrasound. But I can also feel, like, when I had the fistula, even when it was tiny with the string, I could still feel, especially like gas passing through the fistula tract. I could feel it going through. And like I said, I always hated that. And now I haven't felt that at all. So I also believe that the tract is truly destroyed and gone. And now it's just a matter of healing that last little bit up. And now I'm still going for daily dressings. So they put an oil on there, and that encourages the healing and keeps it all good. And it's still another week until my flight. So I'm going to see the doctor again sometime in the next week, at least one more time, to make sure that it's all good. And I still go for daily dressings until I go home. So I'll continue to let you know how the wound is healing until then. And the wound packing is somewhat uncomfortable because they're pretty aggressive. Like, they stuff everything right in there. So they're more aggressive now that the string is out than they were. So that's, you know, uncomfortable, right? And I am so looking forward to not having that whole area dealt with every day, all right? But I'm so grateful that they've done it all for me because it's made it so easy. Like, I'm pretty squeamish and timid when it comes to anything regarding my own wounds, and it's pretty difficult to sort of do things properly in that area because it's quite difficult to see. Um, so I'm glad that they've been doing that all for me. However, it's not like the highlight of your life is, getting that done. So it will be quite liberating. But anyways, they've become more aggressive, which I think is a good thing. Like, they're doing a really good job, and it's so shallow and so well healed already that it's not painful, but there is some discomfort when they're packing it. So yeah, but it's definitely less uncomfortable, and it's nothing that you need to be worried about at all. Yeah, and the nurses are great, and I just don't even know what else I need to tell you about that. So I'll just keep you posted about how long it takes the final wound to completely heal. So far it's pretty small, noticeably healing from day to day, still daily dressings, fistula is gone, and now it's just a matter of this final wound. So please let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, that's about it. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.